Good afternoon, everybody. Matrix here, and here is my recap for my daily recap for my small account challenge. As you can see, I'm red on the day, down $81, and I have now shut it down. The last transaction was at 10:30. I've now shut it down. It's been an hour, and I'm just sitting and thinking how I had a red day today. What's interesting is basically I took 5 trades today, and basically all 5 trades missed. Like I never had a chance, and I've never had a day where all my trades were losers. So it's definitely devastating. It's 5 trades, 10 tickets, in and out, in and out. So let's get right into it. All these trades were taken on Apple today. Let's talk about the thesis on Apple. Apple last night, I basically had this trend line marked out for the past 3 days. I had this uptrend line marked out, and I was looking for a snap of this uptrend and into another leg down. I also have this downtrend line marked as well, and this was all done on the 5-minute chart, this downtrend line. Okay, coming into the 5-minute chart, just gonna zoom out here real quick here, or let me open this up for you. Okay, so in the morning, basically these are the type of levels I've marked out. I've had the 174 or 175 area marked out here. I've had the 172 area, which is yesterday's highs, and I had the thesis of 170.50 and 170 even. Okay, so basically these were the resistance areas I was looking into, especially last night on my watch list. I was looking into this 170.50 and 170 area. I was actually looking for a down gap, and then if it gaps down, I was going to take it into the 170 or the 170.50. The stock today opened a little bit upwards, and let's take a look at the 1-minute chart. Okay, so the stock today gapped up a little bit. The pre-market opening price was at actually 170.50, so I kept this line blue. Usually the pre-market opening price, I use the blue line for it, and then I marked off 170 here as well, the whole number, and then I also marked off a few inner areas. But let's get into the first trade. Zoom out. Okay, so first trade, all these trades were small size, so I'm thankful that I did use small size, or else it would have been a really bad day. Out the gates at the open, we have the pre-market high here. Pre-market high, as you can see again, around this 170.50s area. So I was looking at it. The first candle popped up and it got stuffed right at 171. Okay, it closed, it opened, popped, it got stuffed, and then it closed under. This is where it closed, right? So I was already looking at this 170.50. The next candle attacked the VWAP. The next candle opened sideways, popped a little bit into the 50 EMA, and dumped under the VWAP, and also dumped under 170. So my ideas started from here. I was thinking, okay, if I take this short right now, I would risk 170. So the next candle opens up, and it opens up fairly flat, and it didn't run right up quick. It actually held a little bit under this 200 SMA, and then as it comes up, I took the short here at 169.95, and I was looking for it to either reject the VWAP, reject the 170, as well as looking at this area right here at this 170.50 as well. So as it came up, I took really small size, 25 shares, and it popped up and through and sold down. So I was sitting okay here because my risk was right here at 170.50. Okay, and then the next candle, it opened down and came down here, got stuffed, and I was thinking, okay, perfect. This is a VWAP slap play too. So I held it, and basically you can see the next candle opened as well, came down. I held it some more, and then this candle, it popped through into VWAP. It opened down right here. It popped through into VWAP and got sold down. So the VWAP is still holding it down. Okay, next candle, the VWAP holds it down some more. It comes down under the 170, and then it got bought up. And by the time it popped up, it kind of topped out right here. Okay, so this would give me a little bit of conviction. Then the next candle opens up. I was looking at it. My risk was this 170.50, and it comes up through 170.50, hits my stop. I didn't stop out because I wanted to wait for one more candle to confirm, and this thing closed under my stop. Next candle comes up, opens down, dropped a little, and then eventually it popped through, and it looked really strong. It popped through, came down, and this is where I took it out. Okay, so first loss, 65 cents, 25 shares. All right. So now the stock is up and over the VWAP, the key resistance I was looking at. So I was looking at it, and it reclaimed VWAP. It reclaimed 170 as well. So I was looking at it, and I flipped my bias. I was thinking, okay, this chart is pretty strong. So let's watch it for an entry long. As it came down, I saw it hold, rip through, and then sideways up and over this 170.50. All right, over here. I was looking for a dip. The dip happened. Open right here, pops, dump. This is where it held, and I was content. I was content that it was holding 170.50 because it basically proved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles already, right? So the next candle opened sideways. It popped, and then I saw it started coming up. So I'm like, okay, it broke above this area right here, the previous green candle, and this is why I took the trade and made my entry long right here at 170.70. Okay, and my risk was a little bit under this 170.50. So it popped. I took the entry. It came down and held. Next candle, it popped again, and it flushed. So I didn't close it out because I want to make sure that the next candle actually confirms this flush that stopped me out. So the next candle opened sideways, held, and then from here, when I saw that it held the VWAP, I'm thinking, okay, I'll give it a little bit more room. So it held the VWAP, it popped, and hit this 70.50 again. Now from here, it was up and over. From here, it looked like it was trying to get back up and over. So the next candle opens, popped again, dropped, held the VWAP once more, and then held the VWAP. Basically held the VWAP for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes here. All right, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes. All right, I held through this trade. And I did get into the positive right here, but it double tops at 170.88. And it started coming down. And eventually I took it off right here because basically this double top kind of told me that, oh shit, it's not going up anymore. And as this came back down through the VWAP, this basically confirmed it for me, telling me that I guess it's not a bull chart anymore. So it's not going to run. And I took it off right here at 170.23. So since it's not a bull chart, I once again revert back to my short bias, saw this double top, saw it come down under VWAP, saw this came back down, and I took the trade short, risking a little bit above VWAP, and also thinking about this 170.50 once again. Okay, so I took this trade short at 170.21, reversed my bias. And then it popped right through VWAP. I wanted to give it one more candle to make sure it confirms. It held, popped again. I moved my stop to 170.50. I wanted to give it one more candle to make sure this 170.50 confirms. The next candle opens, gets dumped. So from here, I was thinking, okay, 170.50, that's a good risk area. And the next candle, this one popped up so quick, I basically didn't, it never gave me a chance. As you can see, there's a pattern here. I mean, every time a stock comes through my stop, I always wait until the candle finishes and the next candle to confirm that my stop is actually hit. So from here, I adjusted my stop to 170.50 because my size was small. So I was content with holding through some pain as it came up, and I wanted to wait for one more candle to confirm, and then it basically did. It dumped, ripped, I covered right here at 171.10. Basically, as it broke through 171, I saw this was my final out here. I mean, this is the most pain I can take. It basically, it's squeezing and it's going parabolic, right? So I cut that shit out real quick, or well, not real quick, but basically bag held it. In essence, I mean, hindsight 2020, as this came back up above VWAP and started holding, this trade should have been done, but it is what it is. So I saw it go parabolic, and it started ripping, and then I saw this little consolidation action here, a little bit under the 172, and I was thinking, okay, this thing just went parabolic, but it's very fakey. It went down, it came up, it went down, it came up, and I think it wants to go up some more because it was just resting here at 171.50s, right? So I was looking at 172, and 172 was yesterday's high of days. So going into the 5-minute chart on 172, as you can see, it was yesterday's high of day and the day before as well, right? So I had 172 marked off, right? Nice even whole number, and 172 reacted here as well, right? And basically all along here. Okay, so 172 was marked off, and I was looking at this parabolic push as it came up into 172. I'm thinking, okay, maybe once the stock hits 172, people will start selling it and take profits. Whoever bought it here, that's what I'm looking for them to do. So as it came up to 172, it popped right through 172, and it got sold a little bit. And once I saw this rejection, I took the short, and I took it at 171.95, risking a little bit over under 172. And then lo and behold, it held, popped through. I wanted to wait for one more candle to confirm. It hit my stop loss. I wanted to wait for one more candle. It confirmed it on the next candle, and I took it right off. Where was it? Yeah. I shorted it here. I covered here. Okay, and next trade. So that's four trades. Now, once this confirmed, I'm looking at it, and I still think, well, once this confirmed and broke out 172, I basically thought, okay, perhaps my whole thesis is wrong. Maybe today is a bull run day, is a bull chart. So I looked onto the 5-minute chart. I'm thinking, if 172 holds, where is it going to rip to today? and I looked at 175. I'm thinking to myself, juicy. And then there's 173 as well. So I got into the bias of a long bias, and I bought 50 shares as it held this consolidation area. I saw support, and my risk was a little bit under 172. So here's that 172 mark. And my risk was, if it gets under this line where it broke out 172, then I would stop out. So basically, right about here was my risk. And I took the long 50 shares. It held, dropped a little bit, and then it popped right up and over. I was green here. It hit this 127, 172.57 mark. I didn't pay myself, and then it just tanked. It never came back up. Okay, and then eventually I stopped out. So that's what it is. Ooh, excuse me. Now looking at this is 5 red trades in a row, and I was done. I was done. I didn't want to trade anymore, and we're at 10:30, 1 hour in, 5 trades. Too many trades perhaps, but I saw what was supposed to be opportunities, and basically that was it. So 5 trades in a row. This thing finally came down, and came down through VWAP, and it's just choppy, man. I mean, if you're looking at this action right now, it doesn't know what it wants to do, right? At the open, it wanted to dump, and then it double tops. It looked like it was going to dump again, right? Double top, and then a triple top. It looked like it wanted to dump again, and then it shot up, right? And then as it goes parabolic, it held key levels. It looked like it was a long, so I took it long. How many longs did I take? This 943. So my second trade was a long. So as it came up here, it held key levels as well. So I longed it. So it wanted to dump. It came back up. It held key levels. I longed it, and then it dropped. All right, and then it double tops. It dropped again, and then it looked like it wanted to dump again. So I shorted, and then it popped up. All right, and then as it popped up, it went parabolic into a resistance area of like a psychological whole number. So I took this one. I actually really like this trade because the thesis was really good, the 172, right? So I took the short, and it didn't work. So this one, it was okay. This one didn't chop me out. This was actually a good thesis. And then it held a key level. It wanted to go long. It looked like it wanted to go long, so I longed it, and then it dumped again. So basically, I got chopped out. I couldn't read this chart. I don't know if it was me or if it's the market. I definitely don't want to blame the market for this, right? As a trader, you have to take responsibility for your own actions, and I can't blame the market for this action, right? But it is what it is. I'm not going to blame the market. I traded bad, but it's actually the first time I've had 5 trades in a row that did not work for me. So I'm going to have to sit back and think about it. I didn't lose a lot of money. I only lost, after commissions, I only lost $100. Compared, $100 not a lot of money at all. I wasn't even emotional about it, to be quite honest. I mean, if I'm gonna do like an emotional journal or emotional check, as I was in this trade, all these 5 trades, my emotions were actually very, very intact. As you can see, every time the stock would break out into my stop loss, I never freaked out, and I just took it off and took it as it is. So emotionally, I am very intact, and right now I am still pretty intact. Right now, I'm not angry or anything, so I guess that's a good thing. But uh, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me. So I would have to think about what the hell is going on here, and perhaps I could have done something to help it. I'm not sure. I guess using small size, very very small size, already helped it, because had I been using super size or max size, this would have been a very very bad day, and my account would have blown up. So I survived. That's a good takeaway. So that's my recap for the day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all bright and early tomorrow. Thanks.